stop doing best offers on your eBay listings? Now, most of the time I tell you, whatever your business model is your business model. And I still agree with that. But I see this offered so many times. And honestly, I don't really find it to be very beneficial to me. So today I'm going to talk to you about 3 reasons why I chose to stop using best offers. 1, it doesn't work as a business model. 1, it doesn't work for buyers. And 3rd, it doesn't work very well as a seller. And that's the biggest one, the 3rd one. It doesn't work for me as a seller. I'm Jocelyn, I'm the PhD reseller, and I'm going to talk to you today about why exactly I am stopping doing best offers. Now, when I first started doing eBay, I did best offers for a while. I've played around with it a little bit. What are best offers, you ask? According to eBay's website, it says best offer lets you offer a seller. No, wait a minute. I don't want that one. Well, actually, no. Let's do this. So this is about what eBay tells buyers. Best offer lets you offer the seller a price you're willing to pay for the item. The seller can accept, reject, or counter your offer by suggesting another price. And then it goes through, says best offer is a great way to buy the item you've been looking for at a bargain price. I don't think most of us want to sell our items at a bargain price, as well as saving money. You won't have to wait. You won't have to wait for the listing to end to buy your item. That's only for auctions. If you have buy it now, that's not relevant. If the seller accepts your offer, then it goes through all the reasons why, and it says, tip: when you make an offer, you're committing to buy the item. If your offer is accepted, if you're not sure about buying the item, add it to your watch list while you make up your mind. Then it tells you how to find listings with best offers. So if you're wondering why so many people are giving you offers, it tells you how to do it. What happens after you make an offer? It says, if the seller responds, they say they may accept your offer like any other sale. You're obliged to pay the amount you offer. However, immediate payment is not available when the best offer option is used in the listing. Doesn't mean they don't have to pay. They reject or counter offer. And then when you make, it talks about some other stuff. And then it says tips for making offers. Be reasonable, which I think most sellers would agree that a lot of the offers that we receive do not fall under the category. They are typically unreasonable, but I'm going to actually show you today why your offer might seem to be unreasonable, but it's really actually not in terms of buyers. Add a message. You can offer a message. Check the item's original listing date. If it's been listed for a long time, the seller might be more flexible on the price. And then it says accept a counter offer. So now I'm going to go and look up the information about what it says about accepting offers as a seller. And I'll put both of these links up here for you all in the description so you can watch it, so you can read it yourself. It says sending offers to interested buyer. If the buyer watches your item or adds it to their cart, you can send them special offers. Here's why. It says select send offers, eligible to send the offers. So they've either watched your item or and it says add to watch list when you go to it. So if you look at your listing, there's a little heart, and that's to watch the item. It says select send offer to eligible ones. It says not all listings are eligible. Eligibility is determined by a number of factors, including age of listing, listing format. I think it's only buy it now. I could be wrong. I shouldn't say that. Rules that manage the number of offers buyers receive. Items must be in the buyer's cart for at least 5 days to send an offer. Okay, so it's in their cart, but then it doesn't say it's in their cart. So I guess it's like either or. The offer must be at least 5% less than the buy it now price for items under $200, 3% for items between $2,000 and $1,000, and 2% for items over $1,000. Shipping will not be included in this price. If you don't want to have counter offers, you don't need to do counter offers. You can send offers in bulk and you can send automatic. So I'll link these two articles for you in the description if you're not quite sure. Now on your listings, you go and you can put offers, and it just says when you add the listing, would you like to have an offer on a listing? And I wanted to talk to you about the 3 things about why I've decided to stop using best offers. The first thing what I said was it doesn't make sense in a business model as a business as a whole, because even if you're just selling stuff out of your house, or if you're just if it's just a side business, or it's a hobby, if you really wanted to just give it away, you could just give it away, right? You're doing this, you're on eBay because you're trying to make some money off of the item. You may not be trying to make $1 million off the item, but you're trying to make some money off the items. So one of the things that I have seen oftentimes is sellers saying, send offers, create offers, have best offers on all your listings. And then on the flip side, I see sellers at the same time posting screenshots of, look at the lowball offer I got, or 14 conversations back and forth with somebody trying to do counter offer and offers and stuff. And I just found that it was a huge waste of my time. Because, like it said, the buyer does not have to pay immediately for offers. Now, has it worked? Yeah, sure, it's worked. And should you continue to use it? Sure, if it works for you, go ahead and use it. But I actually, doing my research, found that there might be even a better way of making sales without even having to do the offers. And I actually use some of these myself. And one, I'm actually going to start looking at how I can get this little tag on my listings so I can get sort of up to the top. So the first thing I said was, let's look at it as a business model. So the first thing that I did was I went and I said, what is the largest e-commerce businesses in the US? And you can see over here we have Amazon, Walmart, eBay, Apple, Home Depot, Wayfair, Best Buy, Target, Costco, Macy's. I'll admit I have bought from Amazon, Walmart, eBay, not Apple, not Home Depot, not Wayfair, Best Buy. Yeah, I bought a TV from Best Buy. Be really careful because I bought a big old TV and I couldn't get in my car, and they're like, well, you got to get it out now. If you don't, we're going to cancel your really good discounted TV at Black Friday. Target, I've had a Costco membership, and I bought from Macy's. What do you notice? Only eBay has best offers. Even though Amazon has sellers, Walmart has sellers, I didn't know this, Target has sellers. Target has opened up their site to e-commerce third-party sellers. I'm like, I didn't know that. I'm going to go and figure out how I maybe be able to get on Target. I'm already on Walmart. Let's see if I can get on Target too. But only one of these places actually have best offers. I can't call up Home Depot and say, hey, can I get this for $5 less? They're like, no, the price is firm. You could do other things with it. You can put it on sale. You can move it onto different places, but only one of these sites has it. And I get it. It always has been there. It's a way of differentiating itself from the other markets, and that's fine. And I'm not saying it's a bad model. I'm just saying it's not the right model for me, and maybe you might want to reconsider doing it and doing something better, especially if sales are sort of slow or you're getting really frustrated with best offers. Now, the next thing I said was, what are the top e-commerce sites for third-party sellers? Because you can't sell on Macy's, you can't sell on Costco. From my understanding, I could be wrong. That was a little bit harder to find. But my research typically saw it was Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Etsy, Jet, Alibaba. I'm like, can I sell from Ali? I don't know. I know Wish has reached out to me and said, hey, you might want to consider coming and selling on Wish. Okay. Then I saw another one, and Target, Etsy, Bonanza, which has a relationship with eBay. I haven't heard a lot of people getting a lot of money off of Bonanza. Facebook Marketplace, and then Alibaba again, Overstock. I know Rakuten, whatever. I know those places have third-party sellers. So out of all of those, what do we have? Facebook, if you turn it on, if you put the link in. Now, all of these sites, you can reach out to the sellers. I mean, you can call Walmart. We're talking about like third-party sellers. If you're just trying to buy something off of Target or Costco, they're not going to listen to you asking you for a discount. And people can still reach out even if you don't have offers. You know, Facebook Marketplace, I don't have offers on any of those listings. And recently I was trying to sell something and they're like, would you be willing to? And I was like, yeah, because honestly, I've had it listed on Etsy for a while, wouldn't sell. I had it on Mercari, wouldn't sell. I wouldn't have eBay for sale and wouldn't sell. And so for me at that point, yeah, I'll take an offer. But that was more of a choice that I made versus having to deal with someone offering. And it was a reasonable offer. I think it was $15. It was like some fabric swatches, and they offered $11. Sure, cool, great, whatever. And then they paid me through PayPal, so I didn't have to pay any fees, which was even nicer. So that's the first part of the business model. The next part I said was, okay, how many eBay sellers actually go through and have best offers on their eBay products? And I'll link this also in well. It says, who are the top 1,000 eBay sellers? And the top one, I think this is, what was it, UK. So you can see, here we go, here's the top sellers. So I just pulled the ones that were from the US, and I just clicked on the link and I started to look. No best offer. No best offer. None. 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 Here we go. Seeing a trend? See it yet? Wow. Okay. I thought I saw one. Let me go back. I might have switched through them. Buy it now. Buy it now. Let me just double check. Those are, that looks like they're auctions. They have all of theirs as auctions. Let's see. Let's see a buy it now. Okay, so they'll have no buy it now. So these have, this is the company that just has all, this is just auctions. Buy it now. Buy it now. But do you also notice something? Free shipping, free returns. Free shipping, free returns. Buy it now. I swear I saw an offer on one of these, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Okay. Top 10 eBay sellers. None of them have best offer on their listings. Why? Why don't they have this? If this is so important, if this creates such an easy way of making sales and making money, why are none of the top e-commerce stores having best offers? Why are none of the top eBay sellers having best offers? So let's now go to the second part. So the first part says, look, it doesn't work as a seller, as a business model. It doesn't work. Now let's go look at it as a buyer's market. Okay, so I opened up an incognito mode, so it won't pull anything up for me. Incognito mode under Google. And this is a great way to check to see, how your listing's doing, what's the competition like, so it won't pull in any of these extra things that you may have. And I just looked up something like Gillette Mach 3 Turbo Razor Blades 10 count. I didn't have too many listings. I don't really know about this product, but I tend to do girl products, so I said, you know what, let's do a guy product instead. And so I'm looking at these, and let's see what we see. We have number one. We have $17. We have one that has a best offer. Then we have another. This one is 22 count. This is this, and this is this. Okay. So one best offer. So it's sort of like what we're talking about. Like there's one that offers it, but not everybody. And look at the first price. So the question is, does it help to get you up to the top? Get you past that fold? Or for me, I'm not on a mobile device. I'm on a computer. Here I am. It's number 2. Okay, so all right, awesome. It does help to maybe boost sales. I don't know the reason why. The only one that's sponsored is this one. So if you're like, I don't want to do promoted listings, okay. You know, if you have a product that, you know, is selling, you don't have to promote everything. Now, let's see, this is the thing that I found interesting. What's the first listing has this great price item. And I said to myself, you know what? This was the thought where I said, I need to go back through my listings and see if I got great price items. Now, what is that? I mean, honestly, it's the lowest price. I mean, that's what it is. It's not like it's just the lowest price for that item. That's just what it is. Now, let's look at what the other ones have. And this is like the buyer's perspective. So I'm going on here and I'm looking. And probably the first thing I'm going to go to is go, wow, this is a great price. I'm not quite sure. I'll double check. I don't need 2. I don't need 10 of them or 8, whatever. I don't need 10 or 2. I just need 1. Okay. All right. That's it, right? The other ones, this guy is free shipping. I'm not saying you have to do free shipping. That's not it. They're all buy it now, but their price is significantly higher. Let's assume not only is the price higher, the picture's better. Now, I pulled this one, and they're using the stock photo. All right, so there is some talk about, you know, what do you do? Do you use stock photos? Do you not use stock photos? But honestly, this one could be cleaned up through Photo Room. This is not a bad picture. All you gotta do is clean it up with the Photo Room, crop it a little bit, and my gosh, it could probably look just like this. So don't think that you have to use stock photos. I mean, look at this. This doesn't look great. It looks old. It looks outdated. It's dark. There's one picture. At least this one has 2. You know, take more pictures. This one has, is it the same one? I think it might be the same one. No, they're a little bit different. Close up, you know. So if you're thinking, oh, let me go send out offers, if you just have a better picture, a lot of times it'll be better. If you have a competitive price, you don't need to send out offers. You don't have to go any lower than what you need to. Or you don't have to be bothered with people sending you ridiculously low offers. So let's look at this one right here. And this was another thing that was really interesting. But let's assume, I don't know if this is a good price or anything. I don't know if this is like they're making no money off of this. We don't know how much they got it for. Let's assume that this person is gone, because he's a little bit of an anomaly, because everyone else is offering free shipping. So he's almost about $5 less than everybody else, because everyone else is offering $5.20, $4 to $5 in shipping, and they're about the same price, but they've added in the shipping costs. So let's assume this guy or gal is completely out of the game, and all we have is this one, this one, this one, and this one. Now, if I'm a buyer and I want an item, I don't want to sit around and wait for you to make a decision about whether or not you're going to give me this item, because they have 2 days to respond. Then also what happens, I now have to wait. I have to wait 2 days for you to respond. Then these other people, if I look, okay, there's one, there's 7, they sold 4, okay, not bad. They've sold 1. And we said we're going to ignore this one. So there's not that many left. And if let's say this is, you know, I can't find them anywhere, and this is the only one I use, I'm probably going to be more inclined to just go ahead and buy it. Go ahead and buy it. And let's see who had the best sales. Well, actually the one with the best offer did, right? They at least had one. That one had more. And then this one, which is the one that looks like it's on a sheet. I don't know which one is that one. This one. So $17.98 plus $5.20. So they're not even the cheapest price. They're not even the cheapest price, right? So don't feel like you have to be this person. You can be, but they're competitively priced. Instead of me paying $20 and then going and sending you an offer and waiting for you to come back, I'm going to have to, wait on that, because I can't buy the other one. I just want one. I don't want 2 or 3 of them. I want one. So I got to wait for this person to respond. But at the same time, by the time that happens, I could have already bought it and had it shipped. And sometimes if it's fast enough or you're close enough, it's already at your house by the time you've kind of fooled around with this person. And I've done best offers. I've sent out a best offer and the person ignored me. They didn't even respond. And so I'm like, okay, well, thanks for wasting my time, making me wait for 2 days for the offer to go out. And the person didn't even respond. So if you're going to have offers on there, please respond. It's rude. Just please respond. But this is a little bit off topic, but I wanted to go back to this guy or gal right here. Okay, so he had the best price listing, or best deal, or great price, or whatever. What do we call it? Great price. So he has the great price seal on it. Free shipping, all the way out in California, so that's halfway. That's the furthest it goes besides Honolulu and Alaska for me. Do we see anything? Nope, it doesn't have anything, in that sort of thing. But here is the really interesting thing. I looked over at the seller and I said, let me look at this seller. Member since May 10th, 2021. Now, he has sold 12 of these. If you are in a point where you're like, it's just dead. And I get it. It can be dead. It may be just they have certain items that more people want. And you do sort of see that. So let's see all his items that he has. He or she. I keep calling him he because it's a men's. But, kind of beauty items. This might be from a liquidation, or they might just get stuff. Doesn't have a lot listed. This isn't a person that has... He's got 17 items listed. And then, yeah. And look, and then he just started. He or she just started. Not even that. Class Act seller, fast shipping, impressive. He's got some great feedback. I don't know how many. I think you can check to see how much they sold, but I'm not gonna do all that. Let's see the feedback. Okay. So exactly a month. This person has been on eBay as a seller for exactly a month and has sold at least 15 items. Therefore, when you're contemplating about, why am I not getting sales? What can I do to get sales? And the thought is, oh, eBay's just dead. It's not working. I'm just screwed. I don't even know why I bother. Here's a person that randomly got on. I don't know this person. I've never seen this person. Randomly looked, and they have been on sale. They have been on eBay with 17 items listed for a month and has sold at least 15. That's it, 15. That's all we know of, because that's the only ones that we have received feedback. Now, I think you can go and check to see how many items they sold, but I don't know how to do that right now, so I'm not going to worry about it. I don't think that's important. But instead of maybe thinking about best offer, maybe think about being the best value and getting that great price thing. So that's the point where I'm trying to say, as a buyer, and even as learning from this as a seller, it's like, is there hope? Yeah, there's hope. You just got to know how to kind of do the right thing. Not saying you need to sell things at a loss, anything of that nature, or saying like you've got to be the lowest price on everything. But I do want to give you an alternative and not just say don't do best offers. Think about doing some other things next instead. Okay, the next thing we want to do is we want to do a little spreadsheet about why you get low offers. No, this isn't the spreadsheet time. That's for the seller. That's for the third part. But let's look again and why I think you're getting such low offers. So let's go back and look at this listing again. Okay, again, let's assume this guy's out because you know what? No, let's keep it in. This is life. This is the way it is. Let's not assume that this guy's gone. If you have best offer, we've got $17. You're at $20.50 and $4.85. Let's bump this up to $21 just to round it up and bump this up to 5. So 17 versus 26. Okay. First of all, you might be a little bit more, you're more expensive than these other ones. 18 plus 6, 23. All right, $3 more, but you're $6, $8 more than the one that's selling the best. So that's the first thing. But you say to yourself, well, I price it high to accept offers. Well, I just told you about what happens. I don't feel like waiting around. The other sites don't have best offers. I just want it now. I don't want to be bothered with all that mess. Just sell it to me at a good price. Now, the next thing is, why do buyers give you such really low offers? Because if I'm going to send you an offer, I'm expecting a good deal. So I'm not going to offer $20.50, of course. I'm going to set and I'm not going to offer 17 because I could buy it for 17. I'm going to offer it even cheaper than this guy. Most likely what I'm going to do is offer you 10 bucks. So because it's still $5 cheaper, you want to make a deal, you want to make a sale. And then with your $4.85 shipping, so that's $14.85. And then I'm still like, that's not a deal. That's $1 and something more than this next person. Now, if it's a higher price point, you might get a better deal. So I might even offer even less. Because I want to beat that person. I want you to beat him. I want you to beat that first person. So I would maybe even offer 8 bucks. 8 plus 5, that's 13. Okay, $4 off, that's pretty good. So when you get that so you got listed for $20.50 and you get $8, and you go, why are they doing that? It's because of this. It's because of this person right here. I want a deal. You can't just beat your price. You need to beat whoever's the lowest price on there. And as you can see, this person, who is this? This person, they were the second number of sellers. They aren't the lowest price. They beat them out by what, a penny? And this actually person is the lowest price. But we already said this picture's not that great. It's not that great. This picture's not bad. It's not bad. That one's not bad. So I even said, here, what were the top 3? 1, 2, 3. Picture, picture, picture. So that's why, in my opinion, I'm not going to sit here and tell you I got a doctorate in consumer buying behavior, but being as a person who's looking at this and saying, I'm looking at everybody else, I'm looking at your offers, and I'm like, I'm going to offer you $8, $10, because you got to beat that $17 person. So that's why you're getting low offers. And so the person, you get mad, right? You get mad. Oh my gosh, they gave me such a low offer, that crappy butthole. And you get mad and angry. You might counter offer. But even your counter offer sometimes still doesn't. If you're not beating this person, oh, forget it. I'm just going to go buy it. It'd be interesting to see, like, if your buyers who sent you offers actually come back and who do they actually buy the product from. Okay. So the third part is where I'm actually going to show you this spreadsheet about, one, I'm going to tell you let me see. What was I trying to say? Now, the reason why I don't do it is because it's an absolute, really not a complete waste of my time. I understand why you would sometimes really need it. If you have an item and you don't know what the pricing is, you can't find any solds, it's really unique, you think you might get something out of it, there is something to be said about list it really high and then allow for best offers. So it's not a complete waste of time. The other thing is, if it works for you, that's great, that's fine. The problem that I have is that, let's say I had 10 offers through a best offer. And this is just randomly, just things that I remember. I would say 8 out of 10 offers was like the ones I just told you. The reason why they offered me that. Or which, just assuming. We'll just say, let's just forget the previous part and say that 8 out of 10 times they were really lowball offers. Half off, that sort of thing. And you're like, I don't mind 25 or maybe even 30%, but I was never expecting to get to give you it 50 to 60% off. So that's the first thing. So when I would get an offer and I would counter offer, only 2 out of the times would somebody buy it. Then 1 out of the time they would never pay. Like eBay said, you don't have to pay, so they wouldn't even pay. So 1% is successful, and you say, well, that's better than none. But just look, what would you rather do? Would you rather spend your time listing it for what it's worth, or what you think you could sell it for, or competitively priced, get it sold and be out the door, or dealing with offers all day long? So for me, I also, when I do an offer, I have to go back through, because I need to find out, like, is it on sale? Did I put it on sale? Because that happens a lot. I would have it in my eBay store, it'd be on sale 30%. They'd come back wanting more. I'm like, it's already on sale. But that's my fault, right? Because I had best offer on there because I thought that's what I needed to do. But I turned it off, and it has made a great experience. I have not seen any difference in the amount of sales that I have. The majority of the items that I would sell, people would buy it anyways, even if they had the best offer on there. So I'm going to give you something to help you out if you decide that you do want to give yourself to have the best offers on there. I think, like, if I was to go back, which I won't, but if I was, somebody's like, you know, what's the best way for me to make sure I'm not spending a lot of time going through the offers? Well, one thing is you can put the whole thing like the lowest offer you would take. But I found that to be troublesome, because if I put it on sale and I happen to have it on sale less than what my lowest one was, then it was like, oh, you can't do that. Your buy now offer has got to be great. And I'm like, oh, I got to go back and change it. So I just did like an Excel spreadsheet, and you might find this to be interesting even if you're not thinking about it. Like, how do I know, like, what should be the offer? And what people tell you is, well, I price it, and I price it higher to accept offers, and that's why that item is much higher. Could possibly be, I don't know them, is a possible reason why that item could possibly be why that item is much higher than the other offers, because they price it to accept offers. So let's say you do want to take some offers. Let's look at, I've just created something, a little Excel spreadsheet. So I just imagined I'm selling this Mach 3, and I put my purchase price at $3, and this will just allow you to put something, a number in your SKU, that you know that you won't sell it any less than 4. Or this might help you out if you decide that you want to price it to where you say, don't give me any offers that are lower than this amount of money. So what I did was, how much did I buy it for? How much is the shipping? I would say that's about, I've sold these, I think I've sold practically this razor before, and it was light. It was less than 4 ounces. Put it in a poly bag with some bubble wrap. So $3.50. That's the and when you're doing shipping, when you're trying to figure out what's the biggest shipping cost will be to you, I go with the furthest. I luck out in that I live in Georgia, so the furthest out is California and Honolulu, Hawaii, Alaska. So I just put Beverly Hills 90210, and I know that that's the furthest it will go. And so you can do that if you want to do flat rate shipping, or if you want to, you can add that up if you want to add in free shipping, or if you want to do calculated, whatever the case may be. Your shipping is your options. So then I just add those two together. See that? Add those two. And then I got my total. And then what a lot of new buyers don't think about is, like, don't forget to add in that fee. So eBay and everybody has different fees for different stuff. I just do flat 15. It seems to cover everything. And you might add in a little bit more, like you might add in $1 for your cost of driving around and such. But I just do that. My purchase, shipping, add those two, multiply 15, and then I just add those two together. And that's my break-even point. So I know that I can't go any lower than this if I want to at least get my money back. All right. Then the next thing I say is, well, how much do I want? It's amazing. I kind of put this together and I came up with a number. And the profit. So I typically do like 3 times the amount, 2.5 times, 2 or 1.5. It just depends on what the item is, because I've already checked the comps and I'm like, oh, okay. So we've already seen that, you know, this is going to be running about, if I bought it for $3, that is going to give you a profit of about, what do we say? Maybe 2.3 times whatever this break-even point is. And you can say, you know, my break-even point is this. I'm willing to sell it and just get my money out of it. It might be something that's been sitting around for a while. And it's nice to have this because, you know, at some point you're going to have items in your store where you're just like, gosh, I just want to get rid of it. But I don't want to get rid of it and not at least get my money out of it. And some people just change this and go, well, you know, 0. And at least need to charge $4.03. But we're going to do that. And depending what you want to do with how much profit you make, I would add this in the SKU part of my listing, because they don't see the SKU. Therefore, when you get an offer, and it's weird, I don't think they show you the SKU. I can't remember. I don't know. But it's a lot easier just to open up the listing and to see whatever much it is. And you might be surprised. You might get irritated where you might have it listed for $22.43 with free shipping, and somebody comes and offers $11.21, and you get mad, but you're like, actually it's 1.5 times what I've spent, and I was okay with 1.5. If that's your model, if you're okay with that. If it's not, you might say only $14.95. So you know exactly what to counter versus just sort of, oh, I don't know, they made me mad, and then that's your sticking point, and then leave it as that. I would turn off counter offers. If you do, just say this is it, unless you decide, let me try here, then go down and get. But I mean, honestly, at some point you have to realize, is your time better spent doing other things than sending an offer to somebody 50,000 times? Then what people do is they say, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the price in order to accept offers. Therefore, I'm going to take if I look at this, I'm going to take my profit that I'm looking for, the biggest one, and then I'm going to add like 25%. And then that gives me $28.33. You might go down and might say, you know, maybe $27.99, $29.97 if you did free shipping. If you have them pay for shipping, let's say you charge $4.99, then you would have $23.07, $23.04 plus $4.99 with shipping. I'm a little bit high on that, but you're sort of seeing that was kind of right on the money. If I was to do a little bit lower, etc., if I was to do the 2.5, I'm about right on point. So that was a lot. Hopefully that was not too confusing. So I gave you at least an option of kind of better practices when you're trying to look at best offers. Put that number in the SKU. I'll just look at it. I'll just do a listing right quick just to show you what the best offer looks like, just in case you're not familiar with them. So I have this Superman t-shirt up, and just scroll down to how much the offer is, and you said click the best offer. So I click best offer, and it says increase your chances of selling 3 to 7%. 3 to 7% for, you know, how much extra work is it? And this one, you can put that price here. So if you say you want to automatically decline, you can also say anything below this number. And then I could just go back to this number here, and let's assume that I want to do this. Let's say I've listed that at $22.43. Now I just copy and paste and say automatically decline. It's at $17.99, but for $14.95. So then no one can send me an offer below $14.95. And I've heard some people say, don't do that because it makes buyers mad. But if it makes you feel good, if that helps you out, that's great. If that's what you want. And this is where I talk about where the issue is. Let's say I'm running a sale and now the sale is at $13.95. It's going to come back as an error, and it's going to say your buy it now price needs to be higher than your offers. So it just became, when you've got a few items, it's not bad, but I almost have like 800 items in my store, so it becomes just too cumbersome. And then what you can do is you could go back and put in like the SKU or something like that. You're like, your bottom is maybe 11.21, and let's say instead you say, okay, I'm just going to let buyers take an offer. Go up to the SKU. Where's the SKU at? Custom label, 11.21, and they don't see the custom label. So it says, you know, what is this? Create a custom label such as your own SKU number. So they don't see this. So if I'm looking at the listing and someone comes to me, I can say, I know that 11.21 is the bare minimum that I would accept. If somebody comes back with 11.20, maybe $11, you might say, you know, 20 cents is not that bad. Another thing you can do is to bulk edit. So if you just click on here and you do actions and you go add best offer, and then it would be the same thing. Automatically decline. Now this one's nice because this one allows you to actually say a percentage. So if you've bumped it up for 25-30%, you can say, okay, decline offers that are less than 20, you know, offers lower than a particular amount versus a set amount, because it's bulk, so you don't have the option of looking at different sort of things. Okay, so hopefully I've kind of explained to you, you know, how you could do best offer, what are some things you can do instead of doing best offers, how most of the companies out there don't do offers, so big listers don't do offers. It's just, you know, it is what it is. It's your business model. Try it out. Try a few with best offers. Try a few without. Maybe put some stale ones on there. That sort of, I need to stop saying that sort of thing. Do what you need to do. Let me know if you've added in best offers, you've taken out best offers, you don't like it, you love it, you're like, this is the best thing since sliced bread. I make most of my money off of best offers. As you can see, you can still send best offers. You can still send offers to people if you want to. The only caveat to that is that you are going to have that same issue with the buyers not paying and having to go with the whole, you know, the buyer didn't pay type of thing. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you like this content. Give it a like, give it a thumbs up, and consider subscribing to my channel if you like to learn more about like the business stuff, like how to, you know, kind of not manipulate, but how to make some alternative choices in your reselling business. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.